viral strangers making out video is actually a what? So I'm sure you guys have seen this viral video. It's actually called First Kiss, and it's 20 strangers who share their first kiss for the very first time. And a lot of them really get into it. They start making out. And when this video went viral, people just thought that this was a short film because this is exactly what it portrayed when you watched it. But now we're learning that it is also, and the main reason for this film was because it's an advertisement for a clothing company called WREN, W-R-E-N. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
K-I-S-S-I-N, genius.
Knew she was faking it.
Oh, really?
Holding out for BJ video.
Whoa, who's the beanie dude? Did you see how that, okay, when you watch the video, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but if not, please click on it right now. And there's a guy with like a beige beanie that.
There's no colors.
You can tell it's a beige beanie. That kisses that girl, like literally like Ryan Gosling in The Notebook. I died. He was just super into it. The way he was very forceful, but in a good way. So I want to know who Beanie Dude is. Number one. What were your
You want to have his
initial?
Beanie Babies?
No, I don't. I'm married. Okay, what were your initial thoughts, Tom Tom?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I thought it was real, except the problem is when I first saw it, I only saw it after it was revealed that it was fake. So, you know what I mean? So then it gives it that bias of like,
I thought it was fake too.
I see it set up. I want to be able to say like either I bought into it or I knew it in advance, but I can't honestly say either way. But I mean, it's a lot of attractive people. I feel like, I mean, granted, I know you can walk around LA and see a lot of attractive people, but it's just what a coincidence that you go out and find random people and they're all wearing beanies and
They're not
V-necks.
strangers, as Tom is alluding to. Well, they are in the sense that they don't know each other, but they're not random. They're actors, they're models, they're musicians, so they're used to being in front of the camera.
Right. It is still 2 people sharing kisses for the first time.
Yes.
And that's what reads, and that's what they can't really
Right.
fake. And it's not like they're on the street. They're like in a studio, and it's professionally shot like from 3 angles.
Yeah.
True, but actors and models, I mean, are sort of prepared.
I don't
mentally.
know.
No, that's the
cannot,
thing.
I'm sorry, you cannot fake that awkwardness because when you are doing a stage kiss, it's like super, there's so much direction and like it's very choreographed. And so this wasn't. So they were just like kiss and you're like, okay, is there a certain, nope, just do it. And they're like, okay.
And they went for it, because normally there's a movie type kiss where you're not supposed to actually insert tongue. That's on most TV, on every TV show, but then like, of course, hardcore films like Monsters Ball, all things get thrown out the window, but
Also,
there is
Monsters Balls is an even harder core film
Yeah.
that I've seen,
But
where
there-
tongues go in a lot of places.
There is a rule where you're not supposed to insert tongue, and so even if you are an actor or actress, like normally, this is crazy.
It is also it's a commercial for a clothing company.
Yes!
And we see it in black and white. I don't know what color clothes these are. It felt like they had a meeting where it was like, okay, we have to advertise for these clothes, and I want to see people make out. So let's just do that.
No, it's a clothing ad.
No, until later, which I
Right,
thought
and
was
so
really
I'm saying,
cool.
like, it feels like it has nothing to do with clothes even after you
love
find
that.
out.
So brilliant marketing scheme, because this video is, you know, controversial, or it's going to get people talking. So it was a great way to at least get it viral and then introduce why it was even put out in the first place. So I think it's pretty smart.
Right. Also, how about Mom making it in?
I know.
Their mom totally lucked out. Mom,
Yeah.
she's, you know, and there's some guy who's like, all right, who am I gonna make
And I
out
love
with?
that they had same-sex couples. I loved everything about it.
Can I just say that girl who was like, can I look at you for a second?
Yeah, that was
She
awesome.
was my favorite, and I was like, who are you?
Yeah.
Where do I find you?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know what's super interesting is I actually read an article that totally dissed this.
Of course.
Dissed this video,
What'd they
and
say?
the guy's basic premise was like, there's nothing that's real anymore, right?
I
And
agree
he
with
made a
that.
pretty good argument about how just there's nothing, like hoax stories and Jimmy Kimmel skits, and you just
Right.
sort of, people more than ever yearn for authenticity and like something real. Everything feels pre-produced and overly produced and polished, and they want something raw. And then that's part of why this video took off, because people thought it was that, and it was raw and passionate. And then to find out that it wasn't, he was like, again, you know.
Even if it's 2 actors, 2 trained actors who are about to do it, they still haven't met each other. They still have to form some kind of interpersonal bond.
Yeah.
And what they did well in this video is show the moment before through the moment that they do click into that, like, oh, let me look at you kind of thing.
Yeah.
They did show, even in what seemed like a very pre-produced situation, the area that was still organic, and I like that.
Exactly.
It wasn't all actors either. It was people in the entertainment field.
They should have had one gross person. Just like,
I know. Everyone was so beautiful.
You guys are more familiar with it. I mean, you guys are have done like acting and things like that, and I haven't. But I always, when I watch a movie and I see it, this is totally subjective. I don't want to be offensive, but we're someone that could be considered conventionally unattractive or a gross person or however you want to refer to it as, and I think someone has to show up for that casting call.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what do they put? But like, what do they write? Like looking for. I don't want to give the adjectives, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Sucks.
They do.
That's what they say?
Oh, yeah,
yucky, gross face.
But how do
I think is
those
what they
people
write.
feel showing up to the audition knowing like...
Well, then you look around and there's like 40 people. She's not as ugly as me, so I think I got this.
Oh,
you know?
I don't like it. But
They
yeah,
never
there's a
say
lot of
ugly,
character
they
actors that
say
are unattractive is a word they'll say.
They'll say unattractive?
Oh yeah,
They say
I've totally
homely.
seen unattractive or homely, or what was one that I would see
I go out for
often.
things that are not conventionally attractive.
Yeah, same.
Not conventionally hot or handsome.
Right.
I go for lesbian goth a lot.
Oh, yeah, I
so,
can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or front master.
Yep, definitely.
Front master.
Front master Joe.
Yeah, that sweatshirt's not helping you, girl. I'm kidding. What do you guys think about this first kiss video that went viral? What do you guys think of it? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger.